This day has been on my mind since I was asked to serve as your head of school back in November. I've watched several commencement speeches from famous actors and authors and even former politicians because I wanted to be able to say something so meaningful and so profound to you that you would not forget it. And then during that, it occurred to me that it's less about the impact that we have on you and really more about the mark that you are leaving on our school, all 29 of you. There is a fairly famous quote by Maya Angelou that goes something like this. She says, "People will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And so my greatest hope is that the Anthony School has made you feel valued, safe, deliriously happy, well-educated, and so loved. And I hope that you won't forget those feelings. So class of 2020, congratulations and best wishes for an extremely successful high school career for each of you. We will miss you and we will never forget you.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophie, your 2020 Student Council President. I know this is probably not what you expected the graduation to look like, but Anthony has always taught us to think creatively and independently, so we've come up with a way to celebrate together but apart. Obviously, this is not what I thought the end of the school year was going to look like. At first I was excited because we had a day off of school, then it was a week, and then it was the rest of the school year. But this way we can save the video, look back, and remind ourselves to never give up. I would like to thank the teachers who were there for us in the building and for us while we've been at home. For our parents who've been supporting us academically and emotionally, and for the last few weeks cooking way more than they ever have before. And to my classmates, we may have ended apart, but we've made memories together we will never forget. So let's get on with the first and hopefully last virtual graduation.
Good afternoon, Anthony families, faculty, and fellow graduates. Canceled. That's a word we've been hearing a lot recently. Earlier this year, we had all expected to be packing for a trip to Dallas. We would be enjoying our last days of school, at school, and finals would be weighing heavily on our minds as we reached the home stretch of the school year. But then everything got turned upside down. Canceled. Now, quarantine has given me a lot of time to think, and I have reached my own conclusion. I don't care. Sure, they would have been fun, but that's not what we came to Anthony for. That's not why we love our school. These aren't what make Anthony special. We love our school because of the teachers, the community, and the people. I love my school because of my classmates, and I don't need a trip to Dallas to remind me of that. Sure, this isn't what we expected, but we should remember it's not things like this that truly matter. It's being with the people you love every day, and that's what makes saying goodbye so hard.
For 11 years, I have attended this wonderful school. I watched the graduation every year. It was only during the receiving of diplomas that it would hit me. One day, I'm going to leave Anthony. One day, that's going to be me. I always knew I would come back to visit, but I would miss my teachers and friends. Now we have somewhat been robbed of our last days at Anthony, but we still have that wonderful sense of community and all the teachers. During my time at Anthony, I've enjoyed the drama program and the strings program. They have both been very fun and very enlightening. Now, I want to give some advice to the younger students. First of all, the first and only rule of Miss Cagg's grammar class is no sad animal stories. Also, in Miss Jackson's math class, don't be a wax museum. Listen to what she says, take notes, ask questions, and don't just copy off the board. In Senora Lopez's Spanish class, never add an O to an English word and say that it makes it Spanish. If for some strange reason you decide to take French, then be prepared to lose some of your hearing and sanity. Also, always be on your guard around Mr. Estelle. He will test your capacity for fear. See, children, Mr. Estelle feeds off of your fear, while Miss Lopez only feeds off of your tears and suffering. In your Miss Heister's class, you're going to get off topic a few times, so be prepared for that. In Miss Graham's class, take her instructions and her advice. It will help your art. In Miss Mann's speech class, don't start your speeches with, "Hi, my name is blah, 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 and I am blah, blah, blah," because she will say, "No, never start a speech like that. You guys make me feel like I've failed at my job." Also, in Coach Wink's PE, don't complain, he will make you run longer. In Mr. Spivey's history class, don't keep saying that you want to go and present your project, because Mr. Spivey's Wheel of Names will make you go last. And of course, in Mr. McDaniel's science class, you have to listen and never say, "Mr. McDaniel, I'm confused." Thank you, Anthony School staff and teachers and students, for the wonderful education and the wonderful memories.
Over the past years, we have changed a lot. We have changed classes, teachers, friends, so you would think we would be more prepared for changing from school in person to online. Still, when this whole pandemic thing rolled around, we were all shocked and confused. Although everything around us was changing, our school was still there for us. The school continued to provide for us even through these tough times. They continued to give us an enriching education while keeping us safe and with as little stress as possible. We had to cope with the fact that we wouldn't get to have the end of our 8th grade year that we planned for, but the school did everything they could to make it special. We didn't get to make more memories like the ones where people accidentally set off the fire alarm or get their head stuck in a stool, or our awesome class parties. However, we got to make new memories of our Zooms, and we will make more memories through our many years to come. Even though we are at least 6 feet apart from each other, through this experience we have grown closer together. This fall, we are all going to go our separate ways, and our lives are going to change even more. But through the many years that the Anthony School has given us and the experiences through this trying time, we will be prepared. It is important for us to remember that, quote, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past and present are certain to miss the future." John F. Kennedy.
If you ask anyone in my class, they would probably tell you that I love sports, which is true. I participate in every sport Anthony has to offer, except for cross country. I have always been an athletic person, so when I was offered the chance to play on the 3rd grade girls basketball team in 2nd grade, I leapt at the chance. Sophie Palmer, Nancy Riley, and myself were all ecstatic to play. Skip forward many years, and almost all of the original girls who played on that team played on the 8th grade girls basketball team this year for an undefeated season. As I said earlier, I play almost every sport except that Anthony has to offer, but basketball has always been the most memorable. If there's one thing Anthony Sports has taught me, it is that no matter how good or bad you are, you can still play. There's always room on the team for anyone who wants to try. It gives you the valuable life experience of playing and working together as a team. I have gone to Anthony from pre-K3 all the way to 8th grade, and participation in the Anthony athletic program at the school has helped me bond and form friendships that will last a lifetime.
What is the definition of the principal? The definition is the head of a school or college, etc. But when I hear the word principal, I think of Miss Shanna. Miss Shanna became our principal around the middle of the year. Most of my classmates have grown up with her. Well, I didn't know her that well. But when she became our principal, I saw her more often, and before I knew it, I felt like I had grown up with her. I still remember the first day she was the principal. Our morning announcement said it was National Cookie Day, and the way Miss Shanna's face lit up when she heard those words. Later that day, during lunch, she had brought extra cookies and gave the whole middle school cookies. Every morning when I get out of my car, I see her smiling and bright personality. Even when the school was in a rocky place, she was there and always ready to help. Miss Shanna, I may have not grown up with you, but after this time, not only have I felt like I knew you my whole life, but I'm proud that you are my principal. Thank you, Miss Shanna.
Luna Adams, Jack Baker, Lainey Barg, May Barnett, Ava Bravo, Maddie Chai Mulcairn, Wilson Chenault, Quinn Cullen, Faith Dunlap, Beverly Fan, Riley Gladder, Lena Hansen, Ellen Jackson, Matthew Lamb, Nancy Livers, Will McClellan, Fletcher McKelvey, Joshua McNeil, Madeline McNeil, Sophie Palmer, Cheyenne Patel, Sophie Peacock, Edward Pope, Dalton Salisbury, Turner Seibert, Anna Suter, Maddie Townley, Julian Van Landingham, Olivia Williamson. Okay, everybody, it's official. You've got your diplomas. Take that tassel, move it over to the left side, because you are now graduates of the Anthony School. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away.
You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose.
You're on your own. You know what you know. And you are the one who decides where to go. You'll look up and down streets. Look them over with care. About some, you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're way too smart to go down any not-so-good street.
And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll go head straight out of town. It's opener there, in the wide open air.
Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too.
Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights.
You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang. You'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't.
I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from that lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then you'll be in a slump.
And when you're in a slump, not in for much fun, unslumping yourself is not easily done. And you'll come to a place where the roads are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place where you sprain both elbow and chin. Do you dare stay out? Do you dare go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win?
And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker to make up his mind.
You get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at breaknecking pace, and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place. The waiting place.
People just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or the waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting.
waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil or a better break, or a string of pearls or a pair of pants, or a wig of curls or another chance. Everyone is just waiting.
No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape. In all that waiting and staying, you'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing, with banners flip-flapping. Once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy.
Oh, the places you'll go, there's fun to be done. There are points to be scored, there are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame, you will be as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV.
Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against you, all alone. Whether you like it or not, alone is something you will be quite a lot.
And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. Then there are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you don't want to go on.
But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though the enemies may prowl. On you will go, though the hack and cracks howl. Onward up many frightening creeks, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak.
On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with some strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot from your left.
And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains.
So be your name Bixbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai, Olive, and Alan O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way.
Hey, class of 2020. I bet you thought you'd heard the last from me. I just wanted to take the time to say a big congratulations to each of you. I know you've accomplished a lot throughout your years at the Anthony School, and now it's time to go to the next level. It's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be challenging, just as it should be. We're going to look forward to seeing you in 4 years as graduating seniors from high school. Again, just a big congratulations. The best to all of you. Love you guys.
Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now. In your eyes lie the secrets I don't wanna miss. Put your hand in my hand and make a fist. Grab my shirt, curl your lip as if you know. Staring back in my eyes saying please don't go. I don't know what I know, what I know, what I know what it is that you really, really want or you need. I hate every moment away from you. I see you sleeping in my dreams. I know you're in your mother's arms. I know that you're safe from harm. You know I'm coming home. all my love for you. Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now. And I can't take away the pain if I don't know you're hurting again. I can't leave you on your own if I know you're crying all alone. And my heart's pumping black and blues. That's how I feel when I'm not with you. A million years pass every day, losing the time, I'm always on my way. I don't know what I know, what I know, what I know what to do. I hope you understand when I'm gone. I'll always come back home for you. Open your eyes to a brand new dawn. Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now. Let us have this moment of truth. Let us have this moment, our youth. Let us have this moment of truth. Let us have this moment, our youth. 'Cause all my time goes so fast. I hope my life slows so this can last. All my time goes so fast. I hope my life slows so this can last. Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than watching you laugh out loud, my baby. Ain't nothing better than watching you be you. Ain't nothing better than right now. Ain't nothing better than watching you smile. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't nothing better than